But we're going to get it started off down in Orlando with college football. 11th ranked, undefeated BYU trying to stay perfect with a trip to face the top rushing offense in the Big 12, the UCF Knights. UCF, a team that has lost 4 straight games, but they're a 2.5-point favorite in this game against the unbeaten Cougars. BYU had the ball first, and they didn't take long to get things going. 8-play, 75-yard drive that ends with Jake Retzloff taking off for a career-high-tying 29-yard run for the touchdown, 7-0 BYU. Now, BYU held UCF to a punt on their next possession in field goal range. It's a fake. Will Farron, he's going to run it for the first down. The drive would stall, though, and it ends up in an actual field goal, BYU taking a 10-0 lead into the second quarter. Now, their first drive of that quarter started at their own 8-yard line, but it ends in the end zone. L.J. Martin from 15 yards, his 5th touchdown of the season. It's 17-0 BYU. Is this going to be a blowout? Well, remember what I said about UCF's run offense. R.G. Harvey, he's pretty darn good. Takes off for a 54-yard run. He would score on the next play to cut the lead to 10. Now, we've seen the continuous development of Jake Retzloff with each game this season. He looked good again today in Orlando, especially in this second quarter. With about 30 seconds to go in the half, Retzloff connects with Chase Roberts, who breaks free for a 62-yard touchdown and a 24-10 BYU lead. In the second quarter alone, Retzloff was very efficient. 7 of 9 passing for 133 yards and that touchdown pass. 5 of those completions went for 13 or more yards. BYU holds UCF on the opening drive of the second half, and the Cougars march down the field. Retzloff to Chase Roberts, hangs onto that ball somehow. He's out at the 1. 2 plays later, Retzloff to Mata'ava Ta'ase for the touchdown. 31-10 Cougars. What about that 2.5-point favor for UCF? The defense gets its 16th takeaway of the season on the next drive. Isaiah Glasker's second pick of the season. That led to a field goal and a 24-point lead. And we've seen a lot of different players rise to the occasion on BYU's defense this season. In the fourth quarter, it's a true freshman coming up big. Prize recruit Faletau Satuala picks off Ja'Kuri Brown's pass. Satuala becoming the 11th different BYU player to record an interception this season. That leads all of FBS football. Now, UCF made a change at quarterback, and it sparked a fire under this team. Dylan Risk led UCF to the BYU 5, where R.J. Harvey runs it in for his second touchdown of the game. It's a 2-score game, but leave it to Jake Retzloff to help seal this game. On 3rd and 9, he tucks and runs, gets the first down. Hinkley Rapati would run for 43 yards on this drive, and it would lead to another BYU field goal that put this game out of reach. BYU now 8-0 for the 5th time in school history. Jake Retzloff becoming just the 3rd quarterback in BYU history to have 3 games in a season with 2 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown in that same game. L.J. Martin ran for 100 yards for the 2nd straight week in BYU's win.
We know how good we can be. And I really believe we can play better. That's every week we can keep getting there, and I'm encouraging and challenging the leaders to take over the team, to keep finding ways to improve just a little bit.
We're having better and better games each week. We're getting better and better each week, and so it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch our progress throughout the season, and just know that we're going to get better and better, and we're going to peak when the time is right. I've talked about it before, but this team is so good at approaching the moment, keep the main thing the main thing. We're not. You know, if you sit 2/3 of the season and start looking towards the college football playoff, you're not doing the right things. You got to stay focused on the game ahead of you. Coach A-Rod says it. He says each week is a Super Bowl.
People do whatever they want. They can doubt us. It's okay. We know what we're made of. We know how hard we worked in the offseason, and I'm just excited. I'm not really worried about all the who's favored and all that stuff. I mean, this is the result that we wanted. So.